Good day, it's Jerry from Yossi. So I'm just quickly showing off my GWM LT4X4 and explaining more about what I've experienced. Good day everyone, it's Jerry here from Yossi. So I've done a few off-road trips, not like your normal overlanding or sand driving trips, but proper rock climbing, extreme, well, really extreme, to the max that I could. I first did it with the normal tires that was on there. Not a good idea. If you want to do proper off-roading, just simply change your tires, first things first. So I've put on mud terrain tires, radar tires, and then I've got LT4X4 from GWM. Now let me just first start off by saying I'm more of a Mercedes fan. I still do have my AMG. That's pretty much the kind of cars that I used to drive in. Then my wife told me to give this GWM a go, a try. Woo! So yeah, I got inside it, and I must say this one was offering way more than all the other brands were offering. Just take the chance and go for this LT4X4. I didn't know there was a LTD coming out. If I knew that, I wouldn't have bought this one. I would have bought the LTD for what I'm doing and where I'm going when I go off-road. I knew I had to give it a little bit of a lift, so I didn't do full suspension because I don't, as you guys will see just now, I don't have much on it. It's just basically standard still. Well, what's on top, no roof tents and stuff like that. So I just went for a spacer, 25mm spacer in the front, so it will lift at about 40mm, and at the back I did a shackle. The first I went for 285/65/18, and then I had a problem on those tires. Then I took it back to where I bought it. The only thing that was left was 33/12.5/18. It's not a major big step up, to be honest. Diameter wise, it's about a centimeter or 10mm higher than the 285/65/18, but it's much wider. It's about the 315/60/18. This is actually shocking. The original tires, this thing is not as light of fuel as everybody's claiming. Look, this review is coming from me, what I'm experiencing. I was getting about 13, sometimes mostly in the 30s in town, otherwise close to 14.1 sometimes. So I changed to the 285/65/18, and I got worse fuel consumption, like 15, sometimes 16. I thought, but this is the same fuel consumption as my V8. So, well, I accepted because it was a 285/65/18. And luckily the tires gave me problems, and then I returned, and when I went to the 33/12.5/18, believe it, it's lighter on fuel. I'm actually getting, if I'm really pushing it, in the 12s. But if I drive it nicely, I can go 11, I can go 10. So with the bigger tires, it's actually lighter on fuel. Crazy, but well, you know, I like it. But anyway, so yeah. So let me show you guys the vehicle and then walk around what I've done to it. I'm a fan of GWM, to be honest with you. Yeah, getting my heart. I've done a few 4x4 trips, and I went to places where other people will really struggle. I'm just idling through it. I've only got rear diff lock and center diff lock. Okay, so normally I would go for the LTD because of the front diff lock and places where I off-road. So it's not a bad bucky, it's more than capable. It will shock you how capable this thing is. I know some people complain about the nose that's a bit soft. When I did the spacer in the front, I'll show you guys the spacer, all that is gone. There's no more squishy, spongy front nose. That's all gone. This thing drives like all other bakkies that's got a leaf spring at the back and coil over in the front. It drives exactly the same. It's got good handling. I personally like the technology in it. That's the one reason why I went for it. It's actually pretty good. The lane keeping assist works. Adaptive cruise control works fine. I use it plenty of times, especially when I'm very busy. It helps a lot. So yeah, okay, so I'm starting here at the back. Here's the start from here, the 33. There you can see it. 33 12.5 18s, and then somewhere they also marked it 315 60 18. Okay, so it's a very mud terrain tire. So yeah, this is the color of mine. It's got the shackle at the back. I think I should be able to view it there somewhere. There's the extended shackle. It looks like the standard one, just a bit longer. Yeah. So a little bit, but not too much. You get the extended side fender flares that you can put on. Actually helps a lot, but as I put it. So let me show you guys the spacer. There's the spacer how I put it. Okay, it's only 25 millimeters. I actually wanted to put a extended upper control arm ball joint in, just to bring this one up a little bit more. So I'm still thinking about that. Just to see, of course it's using a circlip here to get it out, just to, because when this wheel is all the way down it's touching the spring, and so it's actually not a good idea. But yeah, I will get to that. But yeah, so that's the, yeah. Getting into the back. So okay, so now for the inside, I'll show you guys what this one looks like. I guess everybody's always showing this is what the inside looks like. I'm not going to explain everything because you should know it by now. If you don't have this kind of bakkie, I will recommend it. To be honest with you, I will actually recommend this. I didn't thought I would say this, but I will recommend it. I had problems in the beginning, which was sorted out. Okay, for the inside, I hope this is not going to bother too much. This is mine. I've put this in because I've got a Fold 4 that's going there. And that's just the function things there. Okay, at the back, I'm folding up my seats most of the time. Not many people running the back. I'm turning this around, just taking them out, turning them around, otherwise they're too far forward. Okay, so I'm turning them around. So yeah, nice seats. I've put on these that I bought from these guys, but there's plenty of people selling this like injection molded, whatever, plastic rubbery carpet. It actually very nice, helps a lot. I've got that everywhere. Now motor wise, see it's got no oxygen sensor here. It's actually a good thing. Okay, VGT turbo, 2-liter turbo diesel motor. Yeah, it's actually not bad. This thing, I think it needs a little bit more air flow. So yeah, a good proper bullet wheel will make a huge difference on this motor. But there's a big but. This might shock you. Okay, with this bakkie, I know it's only got 120 kilowatts power. Yeah, let me get in here. It's only got 120 kilowatts of power. Yes, and it's not a lot. It's not a lot on tar road, but believe me, when you are off-roading, this 120 kilowatts working with this 8-speed gearbox is more than enough. You don't need more than that. The throttle response is like delayed on tar road, but on off-roading, gravel, things like that, it can get too much. Okay, it can be too sensitive. I fitted in a iDrive to reduce, sometimes when I'm off-road, to reduce the sensitivity of the throttle, so it's not so sensitive. But especially when I do a bit of rock climbing, so the power is more than enough for off-road. For on-road, yes, it might be not enough. Okay, but and if you want to tow caravans and things like that, yes, it may be not enough. But that's why you can still, if they can fit a turbo with better airflow, make the throttle response more sensitive. But seeing that they got this good technology, if they can in the menu including like throttle response, let's say a 0, then maybe a plus, or otherwise a minus to reduce the throttle response, especially when you're off-roading, it will actually be a nice feature to have. Then you don't have to buy something like this to reduce it when you need to reduce it, or I don't know, this stuff doesn't increase my throttle response at all. Okay, if you look at the curve, and basically all the start is your start, your finish, they just like pull the middle, and it's just supposed to work quicker, but you still have that delay, anything up to about 2000 rpm. It's not turbo lag, it's throttle delaying response. But for the rest, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this vehicle. I don't have any issues with it. Wheel alignment, oh my word, wheel alignment, do not try and do this bucky or the Ute wheel alignment the normal way that you think you need to do it. It doesn't work that way on this thing. It's got, because of this lane keeping assist and active cruise control and electronic steering assist, your casters is basically almost 100%. Okay, yes, you can go a little bit forward with your in South Africa with your left wheel, little bit, and I'm like a little bit. You don't have to, but you can. But your cambers needs to be exactly 100%, not a little bit more, a little bit like that, exactly. Otherwise the adaptive cruise control and this lane keeping assist doesn't work right. I've been to a lot of wheel alignment places and none of them could get this right. Okay, they all messed it up. And I went to a certain company, I'm not gonna say their name, and there's this one guy that explained to him, like I explained to all the other guys, and he didn't think he was clever, so I thought, okay, he will do it like I'm telling him to do it. Basically I told him put it on me. Okay, and after that wheel alignment is perfect. There's the line keeping assist, is working 100%. Okay, adaptive cruise control is perfect. Okay, so the electronic steering will constantly wanting to keep the vehicle in between sort of lanes that it's seeing. Even if you go on a gravel road, it's making its own lanes. Okay, so it wants to keep it in that. But if the computer needs to fight the alignment, then it's like it just stops. Okay, so that's the way you must do your alignment on this bucket, otherwise it's not going to work right. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same with the Aval and the Tank 300 10 to 1, but I'm just mentioning this. That's what I've been through so far. But for the rest, this is a great bakkie. No hassles with it at all. Yes, like the control arms are pretty thick and strong comparing to the other guys, the other bakkies that I've seen. It's pretty thick. Okay, so in Tierkloof, where I've been, wel gelegen 4x4 extreme sections where I've been, where there's proper rock climbing and stuff like that, it held up pretty good, and it actually did exceptionally good. Your flex at the back is like crazy. There's no, so the wheels can really flex. So actually a good one there. But yeah, I just need front diff locks. But for the rest, yes, I will definitely recommend this bakkie. If you're not a serious off-roader, you actually just want to be on the road, so maybe you can go for the 4x2. Okay, if you like the technology, you go for the LT range. If you want to do 4x4, maybe not like me, you can still go for the LT4X4. You will just maybe run better all-terrain tires. But if you want to do serious off-roading, you can go for the limited. Definitely go for it. That thing is crazy, man. The thing is unstoppable. It's madness what that thing can do. And then you can also do, if I had a limited, yeah, and I would done exactly the same spacer, shackle, and the same wheels. Oh word, that thing will be a miracle. One thing that I would hope for is that keeping parts, that they will really increase in keeping parts a lot more. So hopefully they can sort that out, so you don't struggle with parts or whatsoever, don't have to wait for it. So this is a good bakkie, and I would really hope that their support in South Africa can really increase major. Yeah, if GWM is serious about their brand, I would definitely recommend that they increase support to wherever they distribute their vehicles to. They are doing a good job in developing it. Keep up the good work. Yeah, I like it, definitely. Coming from Mercedes, this is actually good.
Hou maar net baie passasiers kan, dan sal dit oké wees. Stadig en reguit.
Stadig. Yeah, but capabilities is nice.
Oh, kom.
Here is amazing.
Just to quickly explain what happened here, I took the wrong line and I ended up in a trench because I don't have front diff lock, and I was supposed to go more to the passenger side, and then I ended up there. So I had to make a plan. I had to put a rock behind my back wheel in the trench to help it to get out, even though my center and rear diff lock was on. And so you see it sliding again, and then as soon as it hit, I pushed it and then I was out.